podcast.
Let's go.
So
Both
Kyle,
in the house.
let's go. Kyle and James are just the only ones today because Andy's got a tummy ache.
Mm-hmm.
So not good. So
yeah,
kind of a bummer, but you know what? It happens to the best of us, right? You know, sometimes it happens. So
or actually, in his case, the worst of us, right?
the worst of us. Yeah, no doubt, man. But man, it was great to be able to see some Charger football this week. Week 0 is what they like to call it because it's a free game.
Yes, sir.
And so 34-7 straight up beat down the Chargers gave to the Lions. It was great to see this team ripping and roaring. Physicality. Let's go.
I like it.
It was great to see. But I don't know, a lot to kind of just unpack what we had following the Hall of Fame game. But we'll talk obviously about the Hall of Fame game and all these little rumors that are going out there too. But I did want to just show a quick little picture here I thought was pretty funny that came through this week that we did not talk about. And it was Boltman. He was on South Park. And
right?
Pretty hilarious to see that. I didn't see the episode, but I think it had something to do with Comic-Con or something because it was in San Diego. And
yeah, right.
You know, I assume that's what it was. I don't really know specifically. I didn't watch the episode, but I thought it was pretty hilarious. And Boltman himself was like, hey, they never reached out to me on this, but I'm all for it kind of thing. So pretty cool to see that and see Boltman kind of get in a video based upon San Diego and maybe something to do with the San Diego Chargers. I really don't know, but
yep.
Anyways,
well, there's some stuff about that. There's some news circulating about that for sure, though. You know.
Oh,
yeah.
About San Diego Chargers, or are we talking
about Boltman? So
about Boltman. Well, he was at the Hall of Fame inductee situation too.
It's more than that. It's more than that.
Oh, dang! Are we gonna drop that after the intro? What are we gonna do here?
I think so, bro.
Keep you guys hanging.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, we got some good stuff to talk about. We'll get rolling on it too. Obviously, a lot happened even after the Hall of Fame game. So let's just go ahead and get into it, guys.
Yes, sir.
With James and Kyle, the only two bros here. So let's get it.
Only bros that matter. Bolt bros.
Right. Bolt bros. Let's go.
Let's go.
Denzel Perryman here, man. You watching the Boat Bros podcast. Stay tuned.
Charter blue dreams, stadium lights gleam. Both bros on the beat, lead stream. Chargers rocking speeds, Sonic supreme. From the podcast to the field, we're a team. Charged up, both bros on the night. LA Thunder in electric delight. Bullets in the battle, sparking bright. Charged up, ride the lightning, feel the fright.
Yes, it's actually kind of fitting that we do have Denzel Perryman in the intro, you know, right for this week.
I was reading the comments and I was like, but hey, I'll say this. He came from Texas, different regulations on guns, mag sizes, you know, what ARs could be, you know, yada, yada, yada. There's a lot of things that could basically be different. A lot in California about weapons and everything too. So, hey, look, he was going out to a range doing his things. Even when you go to a range, they'll generally say if something's legal or not legal too, you know, all that kind of stuff, man. So, hey, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just, he just didn't understand California rules on guns. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. I'm sure.
Well, I mean, not just that. I mean, hey, you know, Vegas, Nevada's got a really good, really loosey-goosey gun laws as well. So, like, I mean, as soon as he got the chance out there, like in Nevada with the Raiders, and then now Texas, you know, like he's just, you know, gone wild, you know. So
when we were at our family reunion and went over to the range over there just to kind of check it out, and you could rent like saws out there, so you could just full blown saw, like, and you could go in there and start shooting away, and no big deal. Arizona is pretty loose too, man. Like,
I love it.
You can open carry here, no problem. You don't even need a permit. Like, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
Like, so California is different, just the way it is. They like to regulate guns, yada, 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 whatever. Maybe he had just larger mags. Who knows? But either which way, man, Denzel will be fine, man. I'm sure
he'll be fine. He's not going to miss any game time, probably, you know. But yeah, thanks Bolt Town for the shout out right there. Thank you so much. That's awesome.
Dude, it was good to see you at the Electric Avenue after party. That was pretty dope, man. It was dope to bump into you. Also, I'm taking the fantasy league this year, boys. So you better watch out, Bolt Town.
Oh, you them some fighting words, bro.
Let's go. Hey, he said it to me. He said, "I'm taking the dub." So I'm coming back and throwing it back.
Okay, all right. That's funny. But I'll say this though about Perriman though. And Armando says, yeah, thank you. Because here's the thing, California, so you can't have clips over 10 rounds per magazine. For pistols and for ARs and stuff like that, so that's an automatic, violation there. And then you also can't have an AR with a pistol grip. So you have to be kind of holding it like a clam like that, you can't hold it, in there like that. So, so that was probably something that got clapped him, so it's it's possible that he did, have a full auto mode, and that's also, not possible in California, so it's he's fine, honestly. He's just doing what he can with the Second Amendment rights, like that, and I'm proud of him for owning guns in the first place, so but California is just a weird state when it comes to all that stuff, so
big time.
It's one thing that I'm happy about for leaving California, to be honest. So
definitely is different out of states, out of California specifically. There's gun regulations are totally different, man, and so he'll be fine, man. I'm sure Perryman will be totally fine. So we'll see. I don't anticipate too much of the Chargers will do on it or anything like that. That's just something he probably just wasn't educated on. He came from Texas. He came from Vegas. It's fine.
Yeah, didn't know. Yeah, just didn't know. Ignorance. Yeah,
that's all it is, man.
Yep.
But good stuff happened yesterday. If you guys saw the inauguration of our guy, I'm wearing 85 here, by the way.
Oh, and nice.
It's funny because me wearing this 85 jersey, I feel like I'm in a Nelly video because I'm swimming in this thing like I'm in the early 2000s. This thing is massive, and I don't understand how I was able to wear this thing this big, but hey, that's what the styles were, I guess, back then. But this is what I wore when I was a season ticket holder at Qualcomm, the Murph, whatever you want to call it, and watching Antonio Gates do his thing. And it was just electric to see out there, man. We had now 2 Hall of Famers from these mid-2000 teams, LT, Gates. It was awesome to see Rivers there. Merriman was there. A ton of the players from the 2000 era were there to just celebrate with Antonio Gates. Even Drew Brees was there too.
Yeah.
Very cool. And obviously Spanos revealed Antonio Gates's statue too. So really, really cool, man. And it was a really cool speech. I don't know if you saw the speech, Kyle, or anything, but it's about 25 minutes long.
I did. It was fantastic, man. I really just felt so blessed, to have this team to actually be part of his journey, because of the things he said. It's dude, it's crazy. It's such a Cinderella story about that he had, though, he was just an athlete,
Unreal.
Did play basketball, how he talked about how basketball players are great at tight ends, or should be good tight ends, because they're used to doing what tight ends need to do, so very well.
One thing I thought was interesting too is they talked a little bit about some of his stats of being on this team, and it was 70% of his catches were first downs or more, essentially. He was the guy, and he, to be honest, probably taught Keenan Allen how to be that guy to get those first downs.
Sure, yeah.
And he was around that same era, obviously. Keenan Allen was drafted 2013, I believe it was. And so he was playing with Antonio Gates and all that. And he even said something to the 40% of his touchdowns put the Chargers up in the game too, which is unbelievable what this guy did. I mean, he was a very unblockable, he could not be protected, essentially. He was able to get anywhere he wanted to be at this point in time. And I mean, absolute stud, a guy that did not have one single snap in college football, playing football, to basically going Hall of Fame as an undrafted free agent. I mean, it is unreal of a situation. It's the cool thing too. He gave a shout out to his tight end coach in his speech, and hey, the tight end coach gave him a shot, and guess what he did? He seized the opportunity, and that's what every football player in the NFL needs to do: seize the opportunity while it's there. And that's one thing Antonio Gates definitely did. So shout out to 85, man. Many memories about you. And it's unbelievable to see. So hopefully we'll be able to see some more Hall of Famers from that era too for the Chargers. So
and that's the kind of the big question right there, from Fresh Prince here.
Yep.
Like, okay, I mean, on the new ballot for next year, Breeze and Rivers are both on there. So it's like, that'd be wild. We drafted Breeze, we drafted Rivers. Let's go. Oh, wow. Perfect segue right there.
Perfect segue. It's like he knew what we were going to throw out there.
He knew. Yeah, he's on the inside. The fresh Prince of Bolt Bros. Yeah,
that's right. That's right. I mean, and this is the first time ballot eligible player for Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, and Frank Gore.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, Larry Fitzgerald, Drew Brees, shoe-ins. They should be the first ballot. They should be in there. It's kind of weird to think about Phillip Rivers has already been on the Hall of Fame, like eligible players. Now, there is a thick list of players here, by the way. Like Julian Edelman, Marquise Pouncey, Mike Pouncey, brothers. Maybe the brothers could come in there, which would be the second brother duo if both of them get into the Hall of Fame too. So McCoy, Thomas Davis, Greg Olsen, Alex Smith, Des Bryant. I don't know. I think that might be a little bit of an overstatement for him, but Todd Gurley was an absolute dog as a player. So, but how cool would it be if Drew Brees and Phillip Rivers come in at the same time? Two guys that were San Diego Chargers. I say even just Charger players on top of that, and both of them go in at the same time. I don't think that's going to happen, but I think it's going to be a really cool thing to be able to see who ends up getting in the Hall of Fame next year.
Yeah, right. I feel like, I mean, I hate to say it, but if it could be possible that Rivers could get pushed back a year, just like Antonio Gates did. Because I don't know who would be eligible next year, right? I mean, it's possible that they could just push him back 1 year just because they would give it to Breeze over him, like first, But I don't know, man. You can't really say. I mean, Phillip Rivers had 300 something consecutive games of not missing a single game or something like that, Yeah,
it's like 225 or 26 or something.
And even then, he played with 2 torn ACLs. On both knees in the freaking AFC Championship game, the freaking toughness that he brought to this level, man. And not only that, but he's the best, cleanest poop talker out there,
Yeah, there was actually an interview that he was talking about how what would you do for smack talk and everything like that, and he still kept it clean but kept it classy. I mean, he was true to San Diego at that point, and staying classy, San Diego, and absolute stud. Now, I will say, too, Eric Allen got into the Hall of Fame with the 2025 class. It was 20-something seasons that he basically was eligible to go to the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Phillip Rivers will get his chance. Now, you got to think Ben Roethlisberger, Eli Manning, or other guys that will be out there, too, that should go into the Hall of Fame at some point, too.
Right.
The thing is, though, everybody's going to put a knock on Phillip Rivers. Oh, he didn't win a Super Bowl. Dude, there's a lot of players that did not win Super Bowls.
Oh, yeah.
Just to say, for instance, Antonio Gates, LaDainian Tomlinson, just to say other Chargers, Dan Fouts didn't win Super Bowls. They will find a way to get Phillip Rivers in the Hall of Fame. Yes. He's going to get there. It's just a matter of when at this point. So
I agree. I definitely think so. I mean, hands down, no matter what, the Chargers Hall of Fame, can't say no to that for sure. He's 100%. He's Chargers Hall of Fame. If nothing else,
It'd be interesting to see if they do, retire number 17. I mean, I don't know if there's any 17s right now at this point, but obviously 16 years with the organization, only 1 year with the Colts. He is a Charger for life, one way or another. And it was pretty cool. I saw a video of NFL Mike meeting Phillip Rivers at the Hall of Fame game. He was there, and he was there during the inauguration and got a video and photo with him and everything too. And the smile on his face says it all. I mean, the guy just absolutely loves Phillip Rivers, and Phillip Rivers is an absolute stud. Many great memories about who he was as a player. And, it's cool. And I'll even say one more thing about Antonio Gates in his speech. He gave a shout out to Norv Turner pretty heavily in that one. Oh,
crazy.
Too.
Yeah.
And, he didn't talk about Marty Schottenheimer too much or anything like that, which is kind of a weird thing. But I think he really – Norv Turner – I'm going to say in the 2000s era was our best head coach, outside of what basically Marty Schottenheimer set as a team. He built a team, and Norv Turner took it over, and Norv Turner got us to an AFC championship game. And he essentially was our better coach in the 2000s. Maybe I'm going to get burned in the chat about that, but Norv Turner got us there. Norv Turner got us there, man. And so Antonio Gates gave a shout out to Norv Turner for sure in his speech. So
yeah.
I'd be interested to know what Phillip Rivers thought through that time too and all that. But anyways, 2026 Hall of Fame eligible players, excuse me, is going to be an interesting one. So I can't wait to see how that one pans out for us now.
Yeah.
White Deadpool, gosh darn nabbit, he gave it his all. And absolutely. And I always think about his last interview with Phillip Rivers with the Chargers. I mean, just you could tell he was just gutted at that point, and you could just tell he did everything he possibly can to give to this team.
Yeah, no, he really did. And unfortunately, it just it fell short, as he said in that interview. You know, it just sucks.
Yep.
There with the $5 holla.
Let's go. What's up, Bichette? Aether, let's go.
Aether,
I have to say this, I'm not afraid. I'd F the AFC top 3 teams in the AFC: Chargers 13-4, Bills 12-5, Bengals 11-6. My team is ready to go. So let's go. So I guess he's saying they're going to be the top team.
So yeah. So he's thinking that we're going to go all the way. We're going to be the top team in the AFC, 13-4. Let's get that first seed. That'd be awesome. Heck yeah.
I mean, that would be an absolute incredible thing for the city of LA. It'd be incredible for the Chargers to be at home in a very neutral zone. That's the thing about being these back-end draft picks. You're not going to get the best weather at that time of the year. Sure. So if you have to go to the Bills in mid-January, it's going to be brutal weather. If you're going to have to go to, Cincinnati, same thing. Like, I mean, we know that from history with the Chargers. I mean, think about the Miami game where Kellen Winslow had his phenomenal Hall of Fame type game. And going out there, and then the next week you had to go to Cincinnati and play in some brutal cold weather. It's just, if you were able to get that top seed, hey, sky's the limit from that point for you as a team. So we'll see. If we could do that, I'd love Chargers' chances would be at its best.
Yeah.
Now,
100%.
We've seen that in history too, where we did that with the San Diego Chargers, and we ended up getting beat at home against the Patriots, which I was at that game, possibly wearing this jersey. Ugh.
Yeah. Let's not even think about that one. Yeah, like I don't
bury that.
Bury that. Just keep that deep. Just keep that deep. Yeah.
Bury that deep. We don't need it. We don't need to talk about that. No, we're good. We're good.
Yeah. We actually do have realistically, we do have a bit of a tougher schedule flow, like White Bull Deadpool's asking. So, but I think those other teams that we're playing against, they ain't ready. They ain't ready, baby. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you kind of go right into it and just talk a little bit about the next slide, I mean, I know this talks more about viewers for the Hall of Fame game, but
nice.
6.2 million viewers, which is pretty solid. I mean, it's the largest that they've had in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
A lot of people were wanting to see some football, and I don't know if it necessarily had to do with the Chargers or the Lions or whatever it is. I mean, for me, yes, it had something to do about the Chargers because I want to watch the Chargers play. But Chargers are looking great out of that game. If you really go and break down a lot of like individual players and what they did, to be honest, Zion looked good. Probably had 2 kind of botch plays where he looked a little off. Obviously, one with a bad snap, one on the run to Amarian Hampton to the left to the corner to try to get a touchdown. He seemed a little bit like he went to the right and he was just standing there looking around like nobody was there. So I don't know if he got the wrong assignment at that point, but then you go to even Jamari Caldwell looked really good. He did what he needed to do. Obviously, KLS looked great too.
Yeah.
Also, just yesterday, KLS in camp got 2 touchdowns. Again, 2 bombs to the end zone.
Nice.
This guy is pushing the limits of this team. And Trey
Starting
Lance was great too, which is great. So we've got a good chance of being that team to play the type of ball Jim Harbaugh wants to be. And so what I'm trying to get to is these other teams need to be ready for the Chargers. If this is the continuous motion and what the Chargers are going to do, I mean, we could basically be that bully type team. We could be what Athir was talking about, 13-4, but we got to beat the good teams. And if we play that physical game that we want to play, sky's the limit for this team, guys.
Yeah, 100%, man. I do think that there's like a lot of viewers of that game because they were just excited to see football back, NFL back on the field. Sure, we could have satiated our thirst for football with the UFL or even the EFL if you want to get into the European leagues and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's the NFL all day. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I was excited to see everybody out there. I do admit I lost $10 on that game because I bet on Marion Hampton getting over like 30 yards of rushing, whatever. But as soon as that one little like weird tackle that he had like on his legs, they was like, nope, yeah, you're good. Just you go ahead and take the rest of the day off. I was like, man, yeah. And
that Marion Hampton run should have been a touchdown, but KLS seemed to kind of not decide to block.
He missed the block.
Yeah, he missed the block. He kind of like stood there and looked around. So I watched all the NFL 22. I broke it all down in my head and everything too. But to Jason Widmer's question down there, he says, which rookie stood out the most in your opinion? I mean, KLS is obviously offense sells tickets, defense wins championships. But I'm really going to honestly say Jamari Caldwell, like I already talked about it. And the reason why I said that is because I feel like my concern with this team is the interior D line. And you need to have Jamari Caldwell be that guy to be that run stuffer, that guy who's that causing chaos a little bit at the D line to allow the linebackers and the edge to do their thing. And he's like a block destruction based player. That's what he is. He's probably not going to have a whole heck of a lot of stats on his, sheet through the season, but I wanted to see a guy who could just stand in there and make sure that there's two people going after him, a guy that creates lanes for other players to do their thing. There was one play where Jamari just had two guys on there and he grabbed one of the dudes and just chucked him away. Nice. And then he was still able to get up and go into the block to the other guy that tried to block him. So
nice.
The guy is a big built guy. So I was very happy to see Jamari Caldwell, what he did in this last game. So I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think for me, I'm actually going to second this for Miguel, actually, because Reed actually had a great game out there. He was all over the field, man. Like he was the tackling leader too, right? Like in a couple
he had
picks.
3 tackles. I think he tackles. Yeah, he had a pass block, and then he had obviously that pick that was almost a pick 6. Phenomenal.
Right. That was amazing. Yeah. So he was a huge standout. It was like that was great to see. Like so, I mean, obviously, I think we know that our defense is going to be amazing. Nico Reed was fantastic. So, and we just know that our players are going to thrive in this Jesse Minter and Jim Harbaugh system and stuff, So, but to see like some other players stepping up, because I mean, the future of our team is a little, of what our defensive dynamic is in a bit of a flux, because there's a lot of older players that are going out and a lot of new players coming in and stuff. And so we need to make sure that we have a solid defensive backfield for sure, So, but man, that was phenomenal to see. I know, like,
great to see.
Here's the thing though, too, is like throw this caveat out there. I know it's only a preseason game, unfortunately. So, like we are playing against backups. We are playing, they're not the perfect quarterbacks and stuff like that, but it is game time reps. I always talk about that. It's still like players on the field playing their hearts out because they are all trying to win a spot on their teams and stuff like that, or end up on another team and stuff. And so that's why I do think that you can't just say, kind of wave it off because it's preseason, whatever. So I'm excited for it.
Hey, if the defense shows up and the offense is doing what it should be doing with all the talent they have on this team, which we'll talk about some other talent here in a little bit that could be coming to this team. But look, if we hit again on another draft, I mean, that's only creating so much more competition, so much more talent, so much more depth on this team. And Derek and Brandon's channel right here, crazy hype about Caldwell, and he's drawing Warren Sapp comparisons. I mean, that's awesome. If we could get that, Chef Ortiz is cooking, boys. And this, if he's got a second draft where he just hits home runs again, I mean, it stacked talent constantly with these rookie guys. And it's just going to get even better all around, man. I cannot wait to see this team week 1 versus the Chiefs in Brazil. It's going to be a great time. So
it's going to be awesome.
Loving it. So to move on a little bit too, I just wanted to, and this is kind of a little bit just a concept of, hey, this is where people are ranking divisions quarterbacks. Look at where they're putting us at. AFC West is the number 1 ranked quarterbacks division in the league right now is what they're putting as. And this is from MGM bets, basically. So they're putting basically AFC West as the best group of quarterbacks in the league.
100%.
And the AFC North as 2, which is kind of crazy to think about because they got some pretty good players there outside of the Browns, because who knows what they got going on there.
Yeah.
But, and then you go down
why
to
would
the
they put him
AFC
at number
South.
2 in that list, though? It's like, I don't know about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's Shadur Sanders or whomever it is. I have no idea. Joe Flacco. I don't know. But to say prequel to the game next week, which Kyle will be at the game on Sunday, the Saints-Chargers game at SoFi.
Yeah, come say hello, man. I'll be walking around Thunder Alley.
Great times.
Yeah, I'll be hanging out. Let's take some pics. Let's have some fun. Bring your blue chews. I might be kind of rocked up. Because I'm excited.
That's crazy. But yeah, the NFC South, the Saints. That's prequel to that game. I mean, what are they doing at quarterback? Is it Tyler Shuck? I don't know. Who is it? Is it going to be whoever? I don't know who it is at this point. So that's going to be something I'm going to be watching a lot about with that Saints-Chargers game. Who is going to be that quarterback? How are they going to play? Are they going to be in an absolute disarray as a team? We'll see. Our defense looked great. And I mean, we're probably not going to make it easy for them to make a decision on what they want to do after week 1 of preseason for them. So, but I know Chef K is asking, I'm in Mesa and Kyle is in Utah in Provo. So yeah. But anyways, I thought it was an interesting slide to look at the quarterbacks there and just kind of say, hey, look, we're going ranked as the number 1 division of quarterbacks. And that's crazy because the amount of coaching talent within that division is unreal too, on top of that. So pretty crazy. But love to see it and love to see what Herbert's doing. But I'm just going to jump into real quick with the whole Keenan Allen talk.
Yeah, let's talk about Keenan Allen. I know we've talked a little bit about that on Thursday night game too. We talked a little bit about it. There's a lot of people in the chat that we do think there's a higher chance of Jesus coming down from the second coming to actually be play on the Chargers than for Keenan Allen to return to the Chargers. And I don't really know. I think that there's a bigger chance than that for sure. It could even just be another hey, I want to retire as a Charger. Pay me $1 million or whatever. I'll just sign a 1-day contract or something like that too. Because like I said, some people are saying, look, he's 33 years old. He's a slot guy. We got Lad McConkey in the slot now. So it's do we really need Keenan Allen to come back? And I mean, I would say yes. I want him back for sure because I want him to get a ring just as much as I want, the whole team to win a championship, So I would love for him to come back later into the season when we actually have, so maybe some injuries, maybe some things fall apart or whatever like that, bring him in after the bye week, at the earliest, at the latest, for playoffs.
I mean, who knows where it's going to go? I mean, I think what the Chargers are doing right now is trying to figure out what they have right now, and where are these guys going to be fitting. KLS was playing a lot in the X position. He was being that one-on-one guy at the line, guy that was basically going out there and creating separation. It did a phenomenal job on his 2 catches, and he's doing great in camp too. I mean, it's where do you put Keenan Allen at this point? Now, I'm all for him to be able to get into camp as soon as possible. And reason why is just because then you have that vet guy there, that guy that could kind of lead the young kids, get them going and making things happen. And to Michael Seedley's comment, thank you again for the 199, surplus of talent. I think he's talking a little bit about Tom Telesco. I mean, he didn't know what he was doing and trying to do that at all. And Joe Ortiz knows what he's doing, man. He's layering this team all around. So when you go and get a Keenan Allen guy, a guy who still had a pretty good year last year with the Bears team that was not very good. 70 catches, 744 yards, 7 touchdowns. I mean, he was still good last year. He's still got the talent and the ability to do it. And it's not like he doesn't have camaraderie with Justin Herbert already. I mean, he could be a plug and play guy, but it's just like, where does he fit at this point is the thing. That's where my head's at on this. So Ladd could be moved around quite a bit, but you got KLS and Trey Harris and you got Quentin Johnston for a reason. So, and actually I was going to say Chargers foo. I was going to throw that slide out here real quick. So I did want to just point out one thing. What's interesting about this, and Jake Hefner put this, and this is a terrible shot that I took of my computer screen here, but
Wait, what kind of phone do you got, dude? You got a Nokia or something like that? Shit.
Yeah,
right?
I know. It's like creating this whole like blur of some sort too, but it's super random. But I thought it was interesting because he said the poetic part about the potential return of Keenan Allen. Chargers acquired a 4th-round pick, 110 from the Bears in exchange for Allen in 2024. Then they used that same pick, a part of the deal that allowed Chargers to trade up for Ladd McConkey in the 2nd round. 1 year later, Allen and McConkey are on the verge of becoming teammates. Crazy. I mean, think of how crazy that is. You trade away a guy, you get a pick to be able to get the next guy, and then you might be able to get that guy back the next year. So it's pretty insane to see, but I'm all for just trying to get more talent, more vets, more guys out there that could really help out this wide receiver room. What was our issue in that Texan game? We didn't have guys that could show up. Keenan Allen will show up. Ladd McConkey obviously showed up. He broke the rookie record in one playoff game pretty much. And so, hey, I'm all for it. My thoughts of what it's going to be, it's going to probably be like a $5 million guaranteed up to $10 million type contract. That's where my head's at with this thing. And to go into the detective work just a little bit further, which was already talked about, here is his Twitch account. He did put on there. He said, "Hey, Chargers wide receiver."
Bust out that pin. Bust out that pin right there.
Yeah, I'll bust out that pin real quick. All right, let me get that thing real quick.
Oh yeah.
Turn on the pin. So here you go. Chargers wide receiver. Boom. And then down here, the stream that he did was "Come Home Keenan."
Oh,
so
that's what it was.
Yep. And he even talked on the stream and said, "Hey, things went well. Things went good. It was solid." And so
that's it. End of story.
End of story. And to be honest, I'm sure what they said is, "Hey, Keenan, we're willing to give you this much. When do you want to come in camp?" kind of thing.
I'm telling you, it's a handshake deal. I'm telling you.
Sure it is.
It's been a handshake deal for a long time.
Yep. I'm sure that's all it is, man. And so I'm sure that they've talked with them about it and they've kind of said, "Hey, look, this is what we could do. And are you down for that?" kind of thing. So, and I'm going to take a step further here too. Chargers have the least expensive wide receiver room, which is kind of ironic that next to the Baltimore Ravens, I mean, we're essentially the Baltimore Ravens of the West here, guys. We got one of the cheapest wide receiver rooms in the league. So we don't spend a lot there because we got a lot of rookies and a lot of young guys at this moment. So we got ability to spend. I'll talk a little bit about salary cap here shortly.
Yeah,
too.
That's awesome. So, I mean, that could be really good for us. Like, honestly, if we did pick up Keenan, and it wouldn't be a very big contract either, I mean, just kind of like it was with Mike Williams. So we paid him basically to retire. He kind of felt like his body was failing him. So, same thing could end up happening. Give it a nice, cheap contract for him. At least have him play one more year. I mean, he's still got it. Keenan Allen still got the footwork, man. That's all he needs. Just needs at least just 1 yard of separation, and he caught that ball. That's it.
Yeah.
Bottom
He's
line.
a stud. And that's the thing where I feel like that will help KLS out a little bit, which, I mean, to be honest, his slant route that he had in the preseason game was absolutely filthy. But hey, it's never bad to have more talent than less. And so I'll take Keenan Allen all day to be out there. Regardless, it makes sense for this team to get better all around. So, I mean, you got to make bold moves all around too. So, and I know Chef K, people, there you go. What do you think you could land? Terry McLaurin. I mean, you probably gonna have to give up a lot for him to do that. But at the same side, I know Dan Quinn even talked about it and he was like, "Hey, I think it's kind of smoke and mirrors." I mean, obviously it could be a situation where he just gets a big fat contract and he's all good and grand at that point. So I think Terry would be a phenomenal receiver. I love Terry McLaurin, one of my favorite receivers in the league. If they got rid of Terry McLaurin, if you look at the Commanders' depth, it's Deebo Samuel, and then it's going to be basically, McCaffrey essentially, and then it gets really thin for them. That would probably be a bad move for them to do that. So unless they get a wide receiver in return, which, I mean, we could even talk about Quentin Johnston if he was a part of that, just throwing it out there because we got a cog at wide receiver at that point. So anyways, we'll see what happens. I mean, we'll see where it ends up leading at that point. So yeah, that's right. Andrew does.
I think we all do. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to move on to the next slide, and people have talked about it too. Micah Parsons, here's some odds here. I know we'll do probably another video on this tomorrow, but I just kind of wanted to put this slide out there. Hey, the slides and basically betting odds right now are that the Cowboys will find a way to keep him there. And I'm sure that's probably going to be the case there. Cowboys don't want him to go. I don't see why he would be able to go at this point, because, I mean, he's one of the best and youngest defensive ends, top 3 defensive ends, in my opinion.
Right.
The big part of it is that they do have $31.4 million to spend. If we learned anything from the Sean Slater contract, you could find ways to make it very cap friendly and give him a boatload of money pretty quickly.
And at the same side, like, you know, we could be over the cap now because, like, that deadline is already passed. So we can pay him like an absurd amount of money, so it doesn't necessarily matter. However, you know, in our own budgetary minds, whatever like that, I think we would want to stay underneath the cap just because I think we don't want to get penalized or anything like that. So, but I think though, my argument is, some people are, you know, what Rick's saying here. So my argument would be is that, like, I think we need more help on the offensive side more than defensive side than we would want to pick up. I would love Parsons, don't get me wrong, but like, if we did need some more help, I'm still a little concernicus about the offense because of the weapons that we have. Like we see that we have such a cheap wide receiver room. Like, we do have some good players there for sure, but we don't have any veterans in the wide receiver room necessarily, you know? So,
yeah. And that's the one thing too, you know, offense sells tickets, defense wins championships. And my concern about the thing is, though, is that, yes, we got a lot of young guys that have not been to those big points in a game, in a sense. Like, not saying they haven't done it in like high school, college, whatever it might be. And I think we got guys that could do it, but there's going to be a lot more room for errors with a lot of younger guys versus guys that are veteran kind of guys. So, like, if you go against a Terry McLaurin kind of guy, he's a guy that's been in those big moments. I mean, he was in the NFC Championship game last year. He balled out in the playoffs last year. He stepped up his game when it was necessary.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's a big thing too. Now, if you go into the Micah Parsons side of things, I mean, think for the future with him. You're going to have an edge guy, a top guy in the league. He's a guy that basically could be life after Khalil Mack. There's a guy that you could basically let the defense have another leader at the D-line type situation or the defensive end type of position. So we'll see where it goes. I mean, I don't know if there's going to be bold moves or anything at that point, but who knows? But I would say Micah Parsons doesn't want to play for an owner that looks like this, right? And so I thought it was a pretty funny meme looking at that. And ironically, I'm like, holy smokes, I didn't realize that Jerry Jones does look like Yoda. So
kind of does. Yeah.
I mean, I was looking at that thing for a while. I was like, wow, that's pretty spot on there, guys. Pretty hilarious.
Yeah, that's great.
Micah Parsons is an absolute stud. If he finds his way to the Chargers, and say we get Keenan Allen too, because there's ways that we can make that work. I'm sure we can. Even to say in 2026, we've got plenty of salary cap to work with too. So there's ways to make things happen. Now, you're going to probably have to give up a boatload and everything too. And yeah, Eric Johnson, Micah puts you in a position for a real Super Bowl run. Micah, Mac, Tooley, Dupree. You got Kyle Kennard. I think, Kyle, you even sent over this thing where there was a trade scenario where we send Kyle Kennard and some draft picks and everything too. Who knows? Who knows what it would require, but it would probably require a boatload. I mean, think of the Khalil Mack trade the Bears did for a while back, or to get from the Raiders to the Bears. They gave up a lot to get him. Yeah. You put Micah on that same kind of par of trades, it's going to be a boatload that you're going to do. You're going to mortgage your future a little bit too, to get a guy who is a generational talent.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons is buddies with Derwin James and was on Micah Parsons' podcast this offseason. So nice. Who knows? And he kind of been pitched like, don't you want to play for Justin Herbert kind of thing? And Micah said only good things about him. So
right. Hey, I mean, I think a lot of things too, like players want to play with Jesse Minter right now too. Like, I mean, they saw how like our team went from being like one of the bottom 5 defenses in the league, but now we're like in the top 5. So like that
Crazy.
flip was like amazing. And so like, and obviously like they just want to play simple football. And I think that's what Jesse Minter puts out there and lets these players cook, So like that's also a draw, And I think a lot of players like respect Harbaugh as well as a coach. Sure, he has his Harbaugh isms and his kind of quirkiness or whatever. But hey, man, if he balls, then that's it, man. That's all it is.
Yep. Exactly, 100%. So
yeah,
I kind of talked a little bit about our salary cap too. I mean, there's a lot of crazy scenarios out here, but there's just a screenshot here of what the Chargers have, and it's a world of difference to be at this point of the year where you got $31.5 million to spend, even after signing a $114 million contract.
Right.
So it's lovely to see. So going back to the old Keenan Allen talk, let's say it's $5 million guaranteed, incentives up to $10 million.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm sure Keenan might be good with that. He'll take it kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you could still have more money to kind of work with the Parsons situation or a Terry McLaurin situation, which why would you get 2 wide receivers? That doesn't make sense. But if you could find a way to make this work. And I did also even throw out in my mind, you could cut Trey Pipkins too, and you save $6.7 million on top of that. So hypothetically, we could probably find a way to get close to $40 million in salary cap to kind of make a bold move. And I've said for the longest time, make bold moves to take big leaps. And this would be a great one to basically make this team go to another level. So
yeah,
I would be all for it, man. I mean,
well, and on top of that too, next year on 2026, we have like $90 million in cap space.
Enough.
Yeah,
more than enough to work with at this point.
Yeah,
so
exactly. So can you imagine? I mean, gosh, year one, Harbaugh and Ortiz, like we were at 30 million over the cap. Then we went to like what 60 million under the cap or something like that. So and then still flipped everything around. It's crazy. So
it's pretty bonkers, man. And I mean, the management that we have on this team right now is true adults in the room. And you got to say that we are doing a phenomenal job. And I mean, one of the highest paid coaching staffs in the league, by the way, on top of that 100%. Too. So there's that money that's being spent, but you spend money to make money. You spend money to basically create a great product on field. And you go out there and just say, hey, look, let's start spending money and spending off draft picks. Maybe we'll do the Rams philosophy of F them picks and, just get rid of players or at least future picks and find ways to basically get, great players now that can create a better team for the future. So I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it.
Yeah, man, I'm all about that. Oh, we got another super chat from Ather here.
Ather, dude. What's up, my guy? $4.99, dude. Thanks, my guy.
$5 house.
Let's go.
The Goat House proposed trade for Micah Parsons for the Chargers' 1st and 5th rounds for 2026. 1st round in 2027 and 3rd round in 2028. That's a lot.
That's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. I mean, Parsons is a staple type player. And if you go after him and you trade for him, you're giving up the house. And we'll see. I mean, would Joe Ortiz do that when he does love draft picks? I mean, at some point you got to take a swing, right? And sometimes you just got to go for it. And once again, draft picks are never guaranteed. And we know that very well. I mean, we have a very, very good team right now that is choosing very good players at whatever rounds right now. If history is going to tell us anything, let's say Oronde Gadsden and let's say KLS show out to be starters.
Yeah.
Okay. That is now 2 years in a row that we got starters in the 5th round. Cam Hart and Tarheeb Still. That's major, where you could still find talent way late that a lot of teams passed up. So we'll see. I mean, we're going to get some comp picks next season too. So, and I think we only have 6 picks right now too. So we'll get a couple comp picks.
Yeah, we'll get some comps for sure.
We'll see, man. We'll see. So, I mean, history tells us that we could still get players in the back end of the draft. I'm all for it. And we could give up a lot of 1st round picks. And if we get some 2nd rounds and still a couple 3rd rounds and 4th rounds, we'll be fine. So I'm all for the bold move, but hey, I'm not a GM. I'm a guy just behind a computer here and just talking about the Chargers. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. If that's what they want, no way. Yeah, I can't. I mean, the 1st round draft picks are way too valuable for like getting a player like as good as Micah Parsons is. That's not gonna happen. Like you'll probably get at most third, fourth, and a fifth kind of thing, like for a lot. But you can't get a new older player for a new like first round picks. That just doesn't happen.
Yep.
It's just too high of a price. So if that's what they want, then go ahead and take a hike, my guys. I'm sorry.
It's a lot. I mean, I'm trying to think of what draft. Well, I mean, go back to the Rams. I mean, they gave up a whole heck of a lot to get Stafford and all these other random players and everything too. And they ended up getting a Super Bowl. I mean, to me, the way I'm breaking it down is you could give up the house. And if I get a Super Bowl win in my lifetime, I'm okay with that.
I mean, 100%. I'm down with that too, though, but that's a big gamble, though. That's what I'm saying. Giving up all that stuff for one player when we'd be essentially giving up like at that point 5 players when we're actually getting hits on all of our draft picks too, though. So it's like I would not want to give up that much. So
it's going to take the house to get them away from the Cowboys, Cowgirls, which some people are saying in the chat there. So
yeah, exactly.
We'll see, man. We'll see, but I know today we're kind of going to do a little bit of shorter show, probably 15 minutes earlier and everything too. But we just wanted to basically jump on the show and just kind of go over some topics. But we got more Chargers football next Sunday, preseason. Kyle will be there. Oh, by the way, I will be at training camp on Thursday. I have 3 extra tickets. If anybody needs it, just email us at boltbrospodcast@gmail.com if you need a ticket to go to practice. That is the last open practice for non-season ticket holders at that point. So if you want to come to that, I got some extra tickets there for you too. By the way, Kyle, you were going to tease something about the whole San Diego and
that's right. Yeah, we totally left that. Should have said that right away, whatever. But apparently, according to all the group chats that I'm in, or whatever, is that Boltman is more unofficially official with the Chargers again. Like he was back in San Diego. Yeah.
Love it.
So they made that happen. Like, I think he's going to actually be down on the field. He's going to have access and he's going to be walking around and stuff like that, So they're bringing him back. They're bringing back those vibes and stuff like that, So I would love to actually, I'm going to kind of connect with Ken and Mary, the Charger Bolt family, whatever, to kind of get some more confirmations on that. Maybe we'll actually sit there and talk to them. Maybe, I'll get you guys some more information about that as quick as I can. So
awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. And that should have been done years ago. It's like he's in an episode of South Park. Come on.
He's
right. Like the dang freaking mascot of this team. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now,
guys.
Yeah, no, it's great. But great to see, man. And just the last thoughts too. I'm excited about seeing what week 1 of preseason looks like for this team. I want to see that energy up. I want to see that tackling. I want to see that same energy, same fire this week for them. And I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to basically going to the last training camp on Thursday and being there and just seeing the last little practice before the season kind of really gets rolling a little bit further for this team. So I'm excited about it. Looking forward to the season all around. And it's going to be good times, man.
Yep, it's gonna be great. And you know what? I just gotta say this though too. So because there's someone in the chat here that I forgot to do something for, and I'm gonna do it for him right now.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing.
Yeah, because what's up? Shout out to Larry right there, my guy.
There it is.
But yeah, so hey, look, we're all excited that Chargers football is back. We're excited to hang out with the Bolt fam again. Excited to see the season develop and the players to play, and we're just. Man, it's good times. Good times coming right around the corner. 7 months straight of football now. We're on all the ups and all the downs that come with it. I am getting ready to punch my TV and get a new one very soon though too. It's like if we have another season like it was last year and just flop in the playoffs or whatever, I'm gonna punch my TV. That's all I know. I'm getting a new TV. I don't care. So. Yeah, I'm just throwing that out there now that's happening, and I'm gonna get a video of it too. So yeah. Anyway,
well, let's hope this is a good season, and I'm looking forward to it, man. I
may just get too excited and break the TV anyways if we win the Super Bowl.
It's so good, so good, man. And yes, director, thanks for jumping in the chat, and man. our soul is ready too, man. We are all ready. And our soul's been ripped out multiple times, but it leaves the body for a little bit. The off season, positivity starts coming back in and your soul goes right back in and you're like ready to roll. So I'm ready for Chargers football, my guy. So
that's right. That's what's up. We all ready, baby.
Let's go. Let's go. But appreciate it, guys. We're going to end the show here a little earlier, man. But we appreciate all the support, love, and everything too, guys. And we'll keep you guys informed all week.
Yep. We'll keep you guys up to it. Bolt Bros.
Bolt Bros. Let's go.
Hey, what's up? Cameron Dick here watching Bolt Bros podcast. Let's go.